And we are live. Good evening, good evening. For those of you at home, cheers and welcome to another night's stream. I'm Exogen, and this is World of Warcraft, a little game from a small indie company called Blizzard. They've been pining away for years, and they've come up with a pretty good product at the end of the day. Facetiousness aside, we're playing Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary Edition. We're going to be getting into a bit of gameplay on my level 70 Feral Druid here. She's currently in her DPS gear. I'll be getting into a bit of Feral tanking, Feral DPS gameplay, probably tanking in instances, just because that's the fastest way to queue up, find a party, and get into the content, and then doing DPS as I solo farm some zones for gold, because as Phase 2 comes out, which will be on the 14th, so not too long from now, a little less than a week, there's going to be some new stuff to do, and specifically for Druid, my lovely Nelf Druid here, she's going to be getting her Epic Flight form, which allows her to shapeshift into a bird, a ravenish creature, and just zoom at super speed. So that's going to be really fun. You got to save up a crap ton of gold for that, about 5k, about 5,000 gold, and do a long involved quest line, which is rather fun, to unlock a secret boss or hidden boss within one of the game's instances. So I'll be doing a bit of gold farming for that, and I'll also be looking into resistance gear, because I am one of the tanks for my guild as we go into Phase 2 and the Tempest Keep and Serpent Shrine Caverns instances open. I will need a set of resistance gear. Specifically, I'm going to be working towards Frost Resistance set for the boss Hydros in Serpent Shrine Cavern, I believe. I haven't done these instances yet. They're actually entirely new to me. I didn't raid much in the original Burning Crusade. I just kind of played some arena with my friends and hung out questing and stuff, but this time we're taking it up a notch, so we'll be doing that. So we're gonna get into it here. And thank you for joining me, either live or after the fact. It's my first time multi-streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. Everything seems to be going well at the moment. I did notice my audio mixing was a bit off yesterday. The game was too loud and I was too quiet, so we're using our broadcaster voice tonight, and our mixing should be a bit better. So let me just check my levels real quick. Okay, yes, coming through clearly. I think, in fact, I can probably boost the game volume a bit more. That's probably good. Okay. Clear our details there. And I will try not to whisper, as I tend to do. Heaven forbid we be overheard. It is what it is. and being heard is the name of the game. So we are fully repaired and good to go. We're going to start off here doing a quick shift to bear form. Sure my mouse presets are right. We're going to do a quick heroic slave pens run here, just to get warmed up, and we do want to farm our badges of justice pretty much every day. And I've been a little lax here the last couple days. I've been playing other games, doing other stuff, but WoW is where we come home and where we play pretty much every day. That being said, I do intend for this to be a variety channel, so whether I play WoW off stream or on stream, I'm still kind of figuring that out, but it's definitely a continuing interest of mine. I've been very much enjoying Burning Crusade Anniversary, and I plan to continue playing it. So we're going to queue up for Slave Pen Heroic. List self. In my experience, this won't take too long. I don't see any parties forming. So we're just going to go ahead and send invites out here. These are called skip runs. You'll see techniques used to bypass a large number of the monsters in this instance and generally kill as little as possible before we get into it. So I'm going to see if I can find a healer here and some DPS, and he's interested. Mark myself as tank. Mark you as a healer. And we'll see who wants to come along. Now, having a priest in this group is useful. We don't need any other classes that bring CC or crowd control to the mix. There's a couple packs, or one pack in particular before the final boss, that requires some sort of technique to allow the party to get past it without fighting them, because they're notoriously difficult. You can try to fight them directly, and I have a number of times, but generally want a warlock, a hunter, a rogue, or a priest in order to just bypass that group entirely. Then you run up the hill there. Should see that in a little bit. We're not getting any pings, so we're going to invite this warlock. Let's see what else we got here. And we're just gonna go. See who's here. Yeah, you can come. Those Fury Warriors desperately looking for a party. Yeah, we'll take a mage. Warlock or a Rogue. That's going to make this just the easiest. I don't need a mana battery. Or, you know, we'll take a Hunter. Asking them if they know their respective skip technique. Sure. There we go. Big DPS mage. Just need attunement. Alright. I'd rather just find a party, but... Okay. Take myself down to the meeting stone, which is generally the case. We don't mind. Tanking, summoning. Finding people who know how to do it. Huh. Well, pretty sure we were listed for heroic. This bird is so very slow. "14th. I will be here on the 14th. Raid is until the 18th, so I'm going to be sitting down. I do need to get my quest consumables for the Epic Flight Form quest line. I should actually pull that up now. There's a blue post that says exactly what I need. There's warlords. What are they calling this? Yes, I think that's the one. There we go. Okay. Papa. Ogrela. Swift Flight Form. 10 Bog Blossoms, 10 Ancient Lichen, 10 Dreaming Glory for early quest stages. That's what we like. Ah. Somebody has a sense of humor. Gotta have it. The night is long. Okay. Stream Elements welcoming nobody in particular. left. No indication why, but it is what it is. Seeing. Prefer not to bring a resto just in case we die. Battle res is on a 20-minute cooldown. Fight this guy. He wants to come. There we go. Okay. Druid stealthing around here. If he wants to go, we can go. Make sure I'm not still in my PvP spec. Okay. Stream health is good. That's what I like to see. All right. Comes the first of the homies. Oh, this guy wants to go, I think. No, drop my grounding totem. I think not. Decided to pop and res. Started a little bit of a blood frenzy there, that's alright. Love to see it. Alright. I think we got everybody. Spit shined with horde blood. Alright. Get some consumables up. find some cheap food. We lost a priest, so I'm going to throw up some scrolls of stamina, which are super cheap on the auction house. Nice way to bolster your health. Okay, I have a brave buff still. Hopefully these guys are careful. This first part of the skip is kind of weaving your way between these packs. The rogue used... Oh, no, you guys should really come this way. It's the move. Alright. Looks like it's just the rogue there. These guys use a fear which can send you down the hallway into some of the mobs you just tried to run past, so dragging them here is generally the move. Smooth. Since we have a rogue, we're going to be able to deal with this in the most efficient way possible, which is to just sleep this guy, or to sap him rather. Careful on your right, guys. Alright, you can do that too. Just sending it. Worked out very nicely. Second guy. Don't forget get your demo roar out. A little bit of damage reduction helps in these heroics. Generally speaking in instances too. But sometimes you feel so pressured to generate threat that you're just like, you know, I can't afford the global cooldown to get that demo roar out, but it's worthwhile, and your healers will thank you. Okay. Good timing on these guys. There's the first boss there. He's easy enough. He really only has one mechanic that can damn the party by doing massive damage. And we're just going to pull him off.
The work must continue.
Here. He drops a totem. Well, he drops multiple totems. Each has a different effect, and they should be targeted and taken down, except for one totem, which is his Corrupted Nova totem. You hit that, it does huge damage. Earth Grab. They're doing their job marvelously. And mages, yep, he's gonna get hit. He was taken down to like maybe 10% or less health there. Poorly geared, it can just kill you outright. just moving on. Again, good timing here. This guy's moving off to the right, or to the left. We're going to go to the right. With Druid, you can do all sorts of pre-buffing to prepare for an encounter. Some heals over time. You can throw Entangling Roots up, which reduces both melee, both physical and magic damage taken. That's about it, but you get 3 different heals over time going, and Entangling Roots, which can help a lot initially in the pull. Both healing yourself and generating additional threat because you're healing yourself. And we gotta hold up here for a second. Right about where I am. Good moment to rebuff. Cat form here is Druid because you have Feline Grace, which reduces full damage taken. We can this jump here, which is next part of the skip. This is not normally part of the dungeon you can access unless you jump down right over one bridge like that to the next. And then here, lots of people miss. You kind of get a little bit of running jump there in my experience. And he made it. And he made it, and oh, alright. He made it too. Fantastic. Little heal action here. And we're going to send it. Here. The only real threat from this guy is he can do a bleed that, unless you get healed to full health, will continue to tick indefinitely. Be rather hard, but with a healer that's still alive, and my own heals, that's a grievous one. Spell knows what they're doing. Easy peasy. I think the pally did.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet.
Easy peasy. Bunch of pumpers. usually just spam maul and swipe on a pack like this, but you always want to get a little bit something more, and you want to get your fairy fire off and get your demon roars, and they all help, but if you're just trying to hold thread on these folks who really don't want to give you a second, then oh, somebody's having a baby. Right. An IRL baby. Different models have different ability to do that particular backwards jump. I find the skeleton model or bear form or cat form model, because their butts stick out a little bit past where the game generator thinks you can be, and kind of lets you go through objects that you normally wouldn't. It's very beneficial there where you're trying to scoot your butt backwards up that hill. Our gnome friend is having a hard time with the jump. Hard to see from here. There he is. Okay. Now it's on the rogue to pull both of these packs, this patrol, which is moving about, and this static pack here. Yeah, that's usually the move. Throw weapon. Of course, I can invis and get through most of this myself, but as the tank, I usually like to go with the pack. I have this dungeon very well down, as you can see from my many badges of justice. Most of that is from SP skip runs, because really honestly most of the time the other heroic dungeons aren't worth it unless you're looking for some specific piece of gear, although heroic ramparts can be fairly fast. So unfortunately we're just waiting for this blob here, which does not look too good. Gotta wait for these guys to come past, and then we're through and almost to the last boss. Wait here out of line of sight. Oh no, which this, sir. Greedy little gnome. Oh, 'cause, 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 ' feared. A little while ago, holding threat on mobs like that would be pretty difficult. We did alright. Unbelievable. Feared. Give me the big heals. There we go. With that last group, but my goodness. Okay. Lordy me mercy. This greedy gnome needed his plant. Well, at least he got it. Goodness gracious. So happy that didn't result in a wipe. That last pull was partially on me. I did not account for that last pack coming back all the way, but I was just focused on tanking. What can you do sometimes? Our DPS is definitely not very geared. I'm in fact doing more damage than our newly dinged warrior, which is not ideal, but that's fine. Healer will not wound before this is done. Go. Basic stuff. Easy peasy. A little bit of gold, some badges of justice.